Right, a ton of stuff to get through today. We need to improve the foundations for the new lightweight tower, which is going up shortly. We've got the dead man to put in for the electric winch to stop my foundations collapsing. And let's ground the radials to the bottom of the main mast tower. Call it what you want. Some people laugh when they say tower, ha, you know, they've got a G5 RV, yeah, whatever. My tower. Yeah, tower. I'm calling it a bloody tower. So suck it up, man. We'll also dig some holes at the very bottom because we bought a winch not so long ago. We concreted in a post, but I've done the maths. This is good for probably 200 kilos. And the mast, considering it's got a fulcrum point, it's got a falling-derrick. Some people call it a gin pole. That's actually the wrong expression for a falling-derrick. It's not a gin pole, it's a falling-derrick. The average point that would hold the mast at is at 7 metres. So take the falling-derrick, take the height of the mast and the weights of everything, and we've now all of a sudden blown out of proportion what this can handle. But there's an engineered solution, and it's called a dead man anchor. So we'll use a steel rod, we'll drill through the bottom of the mast, and another little piece of scaffold pole behind it. We'll concrete that in, and that will turn into a dead man anchor. So just protect that from for pulling out all the foundations and so on. So this is the new anchor. I was letting it settle for a while, and it is probably fine, but I think we should just put a big blob of concrete just to really hold it tough. I don't want that falling down, you know. I'm right down to the concrete at the bottom. Let's mix some up. So I bought 3 bags. I think we'll put a whole one in this new anchor. The old anchors have been in such a long time, and I remember there's about a bag in there, so I don't know whether we should top them up or not, to be honest. Now a bit sloppy, it'll still go on. The other thing is, when we get storms, this is the guy anchor that will take most of the strain, because storms come from our west. That's on the west. Right, is this pourable? I'm going to make a cock up. Might as well fill it up. This will need one of those rubber circles around it anyway. Right, don't want it to dry too fast, so we'll cover it in a bit of earth here and there, make it look right. Oh, some old grass there. They'll never know. More earth, some. There we go. Bit of earth on the top. You know when you've got a song in your head? I can't stop singing it right now. There's pointless pushing that down, because you push down one end, it'll just come up the other. It's not a volcano coming out. There we are. That'll do. Right, we'll come and sort that out in a bit. Right, it was almost a whole bag. Do you know what? Let's review these other ones. Because maybe we don't need to upgrade these. I put these in a while ago. Oh my goodness. Because the thing is, if we put an actual anchor point only 12 inches from the ground, that'll reduce the amount of torque, fulcrum. And in reality, it needs to be about that, because my anchor point is that high off the ground. Should we? I'm just wondering whether we put a little bit more on this, because that had next to nothing. Hang on. Right. Since we're upgrading everything, might as well do it properly. That'll hold it nice and still, won't it? Alright. Make it look as if we were never here. That'll do. We'll put a rubber mat there anyway, and it'll kill all that regardless. Okay, so executive decision, do I upgrade these anchors or not? They've been here for what, 3 years? I mean, I know you could rip anything out of the ground. Oh, I was peaking at about 100 kilos there, it wasn't moving at all. So I think we'll move down to this this dead man anchor. So when I first heard about dead man anchors, I thought it was a bit of a hack, but it's a full engineering solution. I mean, they're used in suspension bridges and harbours and all sorts of things. So I thought, okay, well, we'll give it a go then. So I'll dig out. I don't really want to go next door into the field, so we'll make it about that long. I need a piece of steel to. Obviously, I've already been digging. That's probably about the right depth of the bar, but it'll go deeper and deeper. You know what I mean? Until it gets to here, and then we need to go crosswise. So I've got a radial there. I really don't want to snap through, as Martin spent a lot of time putting these in with me. So let's move that radial there a minute. If I just get another, say, couple of 100 kilos, I don't know, 400 pounds of holding pressure, you'll just make me feel better, because being on an electric, winch, we won't have any feel. Although, thinking about it, might be able to hear the motor, understanding if it's struggling, you know. So in my junk box, I only found one nut, that fits this. So I put that in the vise. Now I have found this, and bear in mind it's going to be encased in concrete. Does it matter if it's not steel. Bearing in mind, it's quite a good contact. I might live to regret this, but I think we'll use that. It's aluminium, it's thin walled. I've got steel, I just can't bother to cut it. I have found, I think, the right spanner. Yeah, I can't hold that. Oh, I hate nylox. Do you know what we can do? Burn it. Just don't touch it. Oh, I can finally start to smell it. Oh my goodness, the dogs are here. Jagger, you're not even going to say hello, mate. Oh, and Junior too. Oh, yes. It's nearly too big. I have to chop. Use that as a trowel. I just can't be bothered cutting it. Yeah, okay. And then where's my bendy thing? Well, that'll show me where to drill, I guess, won't it? We put that under or over? All right. Oh, I think I'll drill now. Might get wonder. Oh no. All right. I brought some WD-40 out because that's what I had lying around. Oh, there it is. Yeah, just, I don't know. Top keeps coming off. Right, let's get this angle right. This will be hard. Oh, but it wasn't. Oh, we've broken the drill bit. Oh, that's what we bloody need. I've got a bigger drill bit here. I think it's the right size, but it might get us through, you know what I mean? We're nearly through, aren't we? Now we are. Right. There it is. I'll have to excavate that a teeny bit. There it is. Oh, there's the other bit did go all the way through. Look at it. All right, let's get clever. That won't go all the way through, will it? No. Just got a really short shank, as they say. Okay, heating that up and kind of half melting it worked. Just don't lose it. Oh, hang on a minute, I've got to get this thing through here now, haven't I? I've got to say, having this big shed here, well, little shed, it's really handy. All my tools are out here nearly. I want to make sure I can still get that thread without going inside. Alright. So when I edit my videos, by the way, I normally try and make them as short and practical as I can. Although the last few have been particularly long because a couple of people said, oh, I really like these long ones. And it just deserved a bit of time and effort. But I sometimes wonder whether I should release both. A kind of a rough, long edit, you know, hour and a half, and then a tight 10-minute one. I just don't know. Right, so we need to dig a bit away there. So I use my special troweling toy. So near, oh, another whisker. Hey, we're through. All right. Oh, this radial, oh, I can just leave it like that, I guess. Okay, I'm liking. Oh, we should be able to tension this up now. It will last 20 years, that's for sure. It's quite soft, but that'll do. I mean, the point is, I do have some more. More is good, I guess. I think I'm nuts if I put any more in. I just, that's 20 kilos of concrete in a T-shape, hooked to a bar. Nah, I'll put the earth back on top. Sheep can have that. An old Coke. And then I'll have to tell the mower I've got some new no-go zones, they call it. Oh, I feel better about that. Next week, when that concrete's gone off, we can tie that bolt in maybe one thread, just to get a little bit of tension. Alright, next job. Okay, my camera has finally completely died. I can't even switch it on. Right, all I'm going to do, I've got 8 radials here, which are literally the radials that go up past all the other radials on the Foursquare and connect them all together like a spider's web. So I'm just going to strip these back, drill some holes here and put them on. I've also got another grounding lug we're going to use between here and the cabinet and a copper rod I've yet to bash in the ground. It's a new drill bit. See what happens. Just sort of there. Okay, so the radials are now connected to that. Alright, just in case none of that came out, all I've done here is I tapped a little hole and I've insulated tape, self-amalgamating tape, and that's at least the radials bonded to this bit of the mast. Okay, well, next job is I want to tidy up the way all this works, alright, because we've got one of these automated mowers and I don't want it getting all these cables disturbed, so we'll one at a time sort them out, make them look nice, pull them straight, blah-de-blah. I think it's a better idea that I do this job and show you afterwards. What I'm doing now is just putting a little rubber thing back on top. I might need a little hammer thing depending on how soft the ground is. I think we're done. We've had enough rain. When we first did this, couldn't get these in, you know. Tie it all up so when the mower comes along, should be fine. I have noticed we've got a couple of loose radials here, so I'll just get some pins for that. Alright, well, I think that's really neat. Look, much better at the bottom. Oh, hang on a minute. I've got to just, make this ground strap disappear. Stay there, because the mower will 100% get mixed up with that. I wonder if we can, for the time being, we'll shove it under here. We'll know it's there because the job's not done yet. Alright, just there, lovely. And all the cables are nice. And then from the cabinet right up to the top of the field, I've made them nice too. I mean, some of them are chunky and stuff, but the mower goes over that, you see, from experience. I don't cut it short anyway. It looks better from up here because previously they were buried in one big bundle, but now I've separated them out. So fault finding, ripping them out, things like that should be a bit easier. I feel like I've spent all day in the field doing nothing, but let's just review. I have actually strengthened all the anchors, right? Which means next week we can get that lightweight, we're going to call it a tower, whether you like it or not, up. Now Mike brought me, I think it's called an SY3 from, is it Avanti? It's a CB 3-element yard, beautifully made. But of course it's all tuned for 10 metre band. So we'll put that up at about 11 metres. And if necessary, if we run out of time, because I've got CQ Worldwide coming up and we've still got Station 2 to build and everything else, the only thing then, you see, we're missing is the mega upgrade for the tower, because we were going to bolt another 6 metres on top. But if I'm going to do that, I want all the Dyneema rope and everything else, which means me sitting around here, splicing rope and everything else. It just worries me because I don't want to run out of time. So if necessary, I could leave that and we could put 15 on the 10 metre tower. I still will try. I think we'll change that over for the, I don't know what we'll do. Anyway, I was worried about which rotator to use where, but frankly, that G450 works. So just leave it there for the time being. We'll use the 2800 on this new lightweight tower and then swap it all over when they get around to sorting out the big tower. So there we are. Tomorrow it's going to be 1,000 ferrites. Well, not quite, about 40. And we'll see if we can get some DX on 40 metres. All right, because that Foursquare seems to be working fine. I'll see you. Oh, wrong arm. I've got to swap. I'll see you later, guys. All the best and happy New Year. Enjoy your radio.